कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Yup, great news. Guys, I don't know if you know this. By the way, this is 2 consecutive days with no females in the show.
Oh, no.
So, shame on you, Sparsh. You disgusting young man. Yeah, yesterday also only men. We are a younger man, Zarwan, so that's in a stretch better. But other than that, it's the same thing. And now today, 3 of us looking like washed up shells that you find on Juhu Beach when young Amitabh Bachchan would go for a run. I don't think he does it anymore. Now he goes to Marriott. And I don't know if they charge him. Huh?
He goes to Marriott for a run?
5 in the morning. Yeah, he runs, whatever. He does his cardio and little bit of training and all that. I know.
In public?
Yeah, well, there's nobody really there. The people who are there at 5 o'clock are all, high-heeled, well-fashioned, not high-heeled, but, well-heeled people.
But
So
I would imagine that he comes out of his house and he gets mobbed at any time.
But they are all the regulars there, so they don't really mob him, no?
Oh,
I'll explain from my perspective. Like, when I leave the house, the same 5 people who clean the cars are there, and they don't treat me differently.
Yeah.
They say the same thing, like, hut jao and all
It's
that.
like people, especially in your building, would stop giving a fuck at some point. Because it's
My
like,
building, the watchman think I have no job.
yeah.
They look at me with hope. They feel bad. It's like charity. Like, ek din kuch hoga, hum honge kamyab kind of song playing in the background. Don't worry, beta, that kind of thing. It's really sad. And they're wondering, kids have come out. Friends come and go.
Do
But
you give them Diwali?
I give them. I may not be Hindu by descent in that sense,
Yeah,
but
but
then we are all
Diwali-
Hindu in some way.
Yeah.
So
Do you also give them Parsi New Year?
Parsi New Year, we have to give them because they suddenly remember.
Yeah.
They all they are very
This
good
is-
marketing people.
This
They
is
always
the
get that right.
unwritten truth of minorities.
But you know what I did?
You'll have to
Yeah, but
jabardasti
it's not a
give-
minority thing. This is just you're desi, you're living here, you're screwed.
Yeah.
They'll play whatever card there is, no?
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
find some connection. But I'll tell you, because it becomes too much. So right now in this building where we work, IVM Podcast, the 2 watchmen are very nice to me all year round. They came and reminded me about the bakshish pending because
Lovely.
Diwali is past and we had a
Yeah,
break for 5
yeah.
days. So I had to give them money. But I did a great thing. I made sure it was chilla. I put it in change. 385 and 395 I gave each. Not
In
500.
change?
I was giving 500, but I'm running out of money. So I said, yeah.
That's very. Why would you do that in change?
No, not in chutta, but in
Okay.
like small notes and all.
Oh,
that.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because I thought if they work hard counting, they won't get angry. It's not 500. You know what I'm saying? If you work hard, tuck, it's like the predator. Now he's got his prey.
This is what happens if you're over 50 and if you wear shorts to a place. People assume you have money.
Yeah.
I wear shorts to a place, people assume I don't have money. So they don't ask me only.
But I don't think they care whether I have money or not. They just want their money. It's like that. If you remember the hafta that was going on in Mumbai, I won't mention the cops and all who are under investigation even now, but they were asking the shopkeepers and the owners and the bar owners who weren't even running in the pandemic to pay the hafta.
Yeah.
Okay, now all these things are closed, but you're still paying hafta.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the glorious, that's just fantastic thinking from a marketing
I think it's
perspective.
such a great case study itself.
It is
because
great.
It's also like a great case study of switching of power. Like the
Yeah.
gangsters went and the cops just came in.
Yeah.
Like,
It's equal to taxing people without jobs for doing nothing who have no money, but
Yeah.
still pay tax.
Yeah.
That's the thinking. It's beautiful. This is the best form of governance, if
Yeah.
this is governance.
Yeah, but in Diwali, like I realized this after coming to Delhi. Every year there is some 2 or 3 new people who come and ask for bakshish. I don't know what they do in the society, but they
Right.
do something, right?
Right.
They're sweepers or they pick up the garbage or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? This year there were 4 new people,
Right.
and I was like, I haven't
They had a
seen
child.
you ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get it, like you want a bakshish and all, but tell me what you do,
Huh.
right? And this one guy
Bro,
came.
that's a bit. So you want them to present a case here?
Yeah.
Okay, मेरा नाम है
At least-
हरिराम,
at
मैं
least
यहाँ पे
tell
काम
who
कर
you
रहा
are.
हूँ.
I mean, I haven't seen him
Yeah.
ever, right? Or
Present your capabilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acha,
What's going on behind me? I'm being attacked by this mad guy. Fans.
Who's not wearing the right t-shirt.
Call the watchman. We've already given them bakshish. So the watchman, usko bhगा दो इधर से, please. Fans are. This is not a good time.
This is
13
what's
November.
happening.
13 November.
If you can see this wire,
Rishi is-
Meghnad's camera is not working.
Yeah.
So Rishi is fixing stuff and.
Although
sorting
Aakash, what is the
difficult
problem?
things.
Meghnad is not known for his visual beauty, no?
Of course.
I mean, with due respect,
The
he
He
camera
has
has a
पर
very
है,
sweet
right?
voice. Like I watch
Lovely
all of
voice.
his reels with my eyes shut.
a lovely voice and great personality. But
Yeah.
let's face it, it's not about the captivating looks.
You watch my reels.
Yeah,
Ah,
I follow
think
you.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gives really fuck all motivational stuff.
Yeah, I
Life
know
is meaningless, all and all he
Yeah,
says.
yeah,
So
yeah.
when I can't find Puneet, I watch his reels.
Yeah, I alternate between alternate between Man Ki Baat and this. I I get from both sources. I get a lot of encouragement. In the meantime, this man is not leaving. This menace in a pink shirt.
But like Meghnad used to do this series on News Laundry called
Yeah.
Sansad Watch,
Yes, I did.
which is one of
He was
my
much better on News
favorite-
Laundry. He was much better.
I mean,
He's really happy there.
He exists wherever he goes.
Yeah.
But that series was like fucking the best series.
You had
I
reached the
feel.
pinnacle.
I realized
And
that.
then you came
And so
here.
many people, every day there is someone or the other who is like, "Arey, you do something like Sansad Watch
Yeah.
again
You
and
should.
whatever."
That's a great
I'm planning
podcast
something.
idea.
I'm actually planning something.
In his next job.
at
Aakash.
IVM.
This is interim. When he goes to the next big place. Yeah.
No, here only. Like I was thinking like ELI 10, my like flagship show abhi
हाँ.
YouTube pe. So we will do when Parliament session is on, we will do another show on.
Yeah. I think
Where-
that's a great.
Like an
dude.
explainer series sort of
Yeah.
a thing. कि क्या हो रहा है
I
Parliament
think we
में?
should get a podcast in Parliament with the parliamentarians, at least some of them.
I was trying.
Yeah.
I've been trying for years.
Yeah.
It hasn't
But now
happened
the
yet.
post-COVID, so you can't get into the parliament only, na?
No, now
But
you
on
can.
the other hand, if you
अभी
wear a
सबको allowed
mask,
है?
सबको
फिर से?
allowed है.
Akash, if you're wearing a mask, you can't tell who's who. So in a way, you can just wear white and you walk in, grab 3 chamchas in the back,
Yeah.
pushing people, imaginary people away.
Yeah.
What if they push imaginary people away? There's
Yeah,
nobody
I've seen
there.
that.
And
They
the
just
hand
do
is
this.
moving
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
कोई है भी नहीं वहाँ पे. Just pushing.
It's reflex action, you know. It's like if I do stand up without a mic, my hand still goes here by
Yeah.
default, just
Yeah.
because my brain thinks there's a mic. So it's
Yeah.
the same thing, dude.
I
Can't
would
help
think
it.
I would think you're doing stand up and there's nobody in the audience and you're saying, "Come on, people, give me a clap" and all that. You know, when you have a very low
It's
audience.
like if you take a really shady guy and put him on a bus stop, he'll start masturbating. He doesn't know what else to do
You
at
mean-
bus stops.
Is that wrong? My friend Kunal, I mean, just yesterday.
Hey, you want me to do the dog story first?
Well, one second,
You want-
you're the host.
No, he's
I'm the
host.
host.
the host.
But
He's
I'm-
just doing the branded segment.
By the way, Akash has got a terrible cold and he's still coming.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's really. I would talk about
Dedication.
Bare minimum.
dedication, just love for the.
उसको
art
खुद
form.
का भी podcast record करना है इसके
वो
बाद.
मेरे को मालूम है कि
हाँ,
ये सब
वो
side
इसका ही
business है.
आइडिया था
हाँ,
कि
हाँ.
सब कुछ साथ में ही करने का एक ही दिन में. He's like,
Oh.
don't come to Khar unless you absolutely have to. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
like,
But why is that a wrong thinking? I mean,
That's true.
come on, brother.
No, that's true.
That's how countries should be run. Once a week they come to
I
parliament.
feel
and-
it's
yeah.
the right reasoning, but on a larger scale. My thing is, why do I leave my bed for anything unless I absolutely have to? You know what I mean?
Once you get big enough, you make sure the podcast is done from your bed. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Naveen
yeah.
will be under the bed. So I'm wondering, right? You have to handle that situation. Yeah.
So you and Vartalab share a producer also. Which
Yeah,
is Sparsh.
Sparsh.
Sparsh. You
Yeah.
want him, you take him.
We don't.
अच्छा.
That's the problem. We never wanted him and we got
मेरे
him.
मेरे पास बख्शीश नहीं है आजकल तो you take him.
No.
How's that?
Arey, you know what?
Huh.
Sparsh is the result in life and on our podcast of one day of us being just in a good mood and saying, fuck it, let's see how it goes. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
And now
yeah.
here we are. You know. and
I feel कोई पहचान है अमित का कुछ है.
My goal is
I
कि-
don't know how job did. Typical Delhi story, yaar. How did he land up here?
I-
22 साल का लड़का. He's a guitarist for God's
Yeah.
sake.
I know,
What's
but
the
that's it's
connection?
a case study in what happens to cute Delhi boys when they come to Bombay and work real jobs.
It's
you know?
true.
I think you've
It's
heard-
very true. Yeah.
You hurt him when you called him a cute Delhi boy because Rishi is a cute Panvel boy and he's
Yeah.
not getting enough mileage. So it's a bit
Jinx
of a,
is very cute. Jinx is very
Yeah.
cute. I'm gonna take Cyrus's camera and show you.
yeah,
Look at Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, make him
Aw.
smile. You want to make him smile?
Yeah.
When is the last time you masturbated, Rishi?
Cyrus, from today we start No Nut November.
No, not
No,
November.
not
You didn't
November.
hear him.
Oh no.
Hey, ये क्या incel है क्या?
Not November, he's telling a guy who's not getting laid. What is the point? Mine is a no nut 2022 or something. I mean, what the hell is he talking about?
No Nut November is one of those, you know, it's like जो बच्चे को हिलाने नहीं मिलता है घर पे वही जाके बस स्टॉप
Really,
पे
yaar?
हिलाता है ना.
Really?
हिला लो ना एक महीना चुप बैठो ना यार.
It's
क्या
just
है ये?
reminding me of my failures and acting like so pricey
Yeah.
that you can afford to not.
Yeah, and it's
What the
like
hell?
it's like the even people who propagate it, they'll be like, it's great if
Yeah.
you also exercise and eat right. I'm like, चोदू वो तो ऐसे भी कर सकता है ना मैं. क्या सुबह सुबह.
Eat fruits and masturbate less.
Yeah,
That's our message on the podcast. Yeah.
Masturbate less. Don't stop.
No, not
okay?
stop.
Yeah,
If
वो
you stop, then you start
frustration-
misbehaving. I don't
Yeah.
want that. Speaking of misbehaving, Sajid Khan is doing very well on Bigg Boss. Huh? He's
Oh,
rocking
is he?
it at the moment. Yeah, he's rocking it. He's doing really
That
well.
little guy.
There's no
is
connection
also
between
there, no? The
masturbation
TikTok
and
star.
come on.
I didn't even know that he was on Bigg
Okay, that
Boss.
little guy has a name, and that name is.
Something.
Yo, 1 second. I'm checking for confirmation with Sparsh, and his name is what? What did you say his name is? Abdu something.
Lovely.
Wow.
Let me quickly do the dog story.
What a
Yes.
research team. Yeah, you left your laundry shop for this.
Yeah, exactly. That's how life happened to me.
You really went up a peg, brother.
Okay.
Saji.
Today's HUFT pet tale story stretches the idea of what a story is. because it's not really a story, it's facts.
Yes.
And the facts are basically that pet cafes have gone up in India a lot. Like there are a lot more coming. If you don't know what a pet cafe is, think cat cafe.
Hey, in Gurgaon it's a different meaning altogether. The guy comes in, touches your girlfriend. Don't pet my girlfriend, you bastards. I just needed to unnecessarily digress.
Pet
Back
cafes
to the beautiful story.
are basically places where people go and they can chill with pets.
But can
Also,
the
what
pet
is-
go without the owner?
That's what I've been wondering.
Yeah.
And if so, what do they pay with?
That we can figure out. We can make a phone call and say, look, Mary's coming, and I'll you
Yeah.
Google Pay or whatever.
But it's also like a number of households with pets has increased a bunch. We've gone up like about a few million in the last 10-12 years. I don't want to say the numbers, it won't sound very impressive, but it's actually
say
gone
the
up.
numbers.
So since 2000 and 2021, 2014, there were almost 13 million Indian homes that had cats or
Okay,
dogs.
now I'll give you the figures. 2014, 30 million, right?
Wait, who did this survey?
Wait, one second. Listen to my maths here.
Uh-huh.
Parsis in 2014 have gone down
Oh.
from 86,000 to 69,000. So, hello. Just be careful. What
Yeah,
So
you say.
you are
13
saying that people should keep
No, I'm saying
Parsis as
where-
pets
home, yeah.
instead of
Parsis
cats.
at home.
Meghnad, I'm saying where are the Parsi cafes? You know, you can take your Parsi for
Hello,
tea.
there are so many Parsi cafes.
But
What
only
are you
for
saying?
Parsis, Baba. Where your Parsi and your pet can go in peace. Come on.
And now in 2018, there were almost 18 million. So in 4 years, it's been up by 4 million. So that's not bad at all.
Now let me pick a bone with the guy from Nagpur who is now a Dali guy and also Hindi barabar bolte hain aajkal. So he's trying to escape from the Marathi manas that he really is.
Huh.
And that is the Nagpur High Court has given us trouble here.
Yeah,
Because they have
say
gone
you
against
don't feed
dogs.
feeders.
Oh, right. Of
But
course.
I'll explain what the High Court was trying to. It was trying to act from a humane point of view, saying ki you all do half-hearted stuff also, where you feed the dog and then you just abandon the dog. So now you properly look after the dog,
Yeah.
you take responsibility
Yeah.
fully.
Which I
that
think
was
is-
somewhat in that. There's not a completely bad thinking in that, but the problem is you're stopping people from just helping dogs, which is what lots of people do.
Yeah.
And the dogs won't get fed and they won't.
Here's
get
what
looked
I
after.
think though. I
Huh.
kind of agree with the High Court on this. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this because just yesterday I fought
Especially
with a
because
feeder.
we've got a sponsor called Heads Up for Tears and you're supposed to be
It's not
telling
that-
us
no,
nice
no,
stories
no.
about animals.
I'm just saying, okay, I see this over and over again. There are feeders all over the place. I get it. You want to feed the animal. Feed the animal. Completely 100% on board with you. There is nothing wrong with feeding animals. But this taking
Don't
care
make a
aspect.
nuisance, yeah.
Fucking take care of the kachara, dude. Don't leave
Yeah.
wet food
That's fine.
packets lying on the road.
Yep.
That's how you get a fucking plague, okay?
Yeah.
And if you can save a little bit of that money, ask me. I'll help you out with it.
That's why
Neuter the animals,
you've
man.
got to have,
Yeah.
see, like a brocha who likes the animals, then you have to have a chinappa who likes hygiene.
Yeah.
You have to work together
Yeah.
in tandem.
Yeah.
I feed the dog, and then Nikhil comes and cleans everything because he goes berserk. He's that
Yeah.
type of, you know, guys like that. Guys, girls like that.
I'm
Yeah.
that guy.
Are you like that?
Yeah.
So
I
you
need
share a
it.
room with Aakash, he's going to clean everything. I
Yeah.
love having those guys around because I don't do anything.
Yeah.
They just look at me as a target. They have to follow everything you're doing. If you leave a cup on this thing, without a coaster,
Yeah.
you must be knowing people
And
like
there's
this,
a
right?
way in which you're supposed to clean it. If you don't clean it that way, also it agitates.
Just looking at the. Just
That's true. Also,
Meghnad, looking at
you
the faces- Huh.
you pick up your dog's poop, right,
I
when
do.
they go out.
I do.
Yeah.
I have paper in my pockets and all my pockets
Yeah.
for any
Yeah, yeah,
emergency.
yeah, exactly. I also have
Also
like
my-
a big
Yeah.
poop scooper.
Meghnad, my wife is aging, so I don't take a chance. Wherever we go in public, I've got paper.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too much, Sparsh?
In case she wants to hide your face.
One day you'll have a wife of 30 years. Then we'll see.
Like here we
तो क्या
are-
करेगा? शर्म आता है क्या बहनचोद? Who's going to clean it? You're going to ask Mr. Sharma to come from the other side and sir, do you have paper of your own and can you help me?
But very important to keep those basic things in mind when you're feeding an animal. Just be civil. Like, don't forget that you're a civil human
Also,
being
just-
while you're feeding
Yeah.
animals. That's
Also,
all.
you just have to keep the food in a corner area or whatever and then make sure that whatever's left, just take care of the crumbs, push them in the gutter, whatever.
Exactly.
It's not that difficult once you do it once. The problem is people just let it be and walk away
No,
and then we have a problem.
And rich kids, they are the worst, dude, because they can afford way more food than the animals also need. So they'll overfeed the
Yes.
animals. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Now you have animals from other areas coming to eat here because there's so much excess food
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
So it's a big problem, dude. Like just basic, there was.
I
Did I
have-
tell you these two kids? They filed a complaint in the police station against my mom. So fun story, okay?
For
These
your-
two
for
kids-
you?
No, for these two kids, okay, in the building they feed cats. So one day my mom came and said, dude, there's a lot of cats. They don't move. Also, if you're trying to get the car, we should get them neutered. Like get the BMC in and get these taken away and neutered. Then you bring them back. So they went to the police station. My mom, 60-year-old lady, dude, like she's this big, and they filed a complaint for harassment and threatening against
wow.
my mom.
What?
That your mom was threatening. Oh, intimidation.
But
Intimidation.
that's a very legit suggestion. I mean, like I
See,
would.
the whole thing is in the communication style, bro. I'll tell you honestly.
are you
people,
saying
I
your
agree.
if
mom?
people are willing to
My mom
talk-
is a bit blunt.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
for
so,
sure.
So they
But-
must have thought that she's intimidating them.
Yeah.
But now, if you look at the philosophy is perfect. She's saying, hey guys, let's work together. Make sure the
Yeah.
cats aren't.
Yeah.
Cats get run over, by the way.
Yeah.
Because they
A
sleep in the
lot,
car.
Oh yeah,
dude,
absolutely.
a lot.
Yeah.
So But the communication issue, this is why I have to run the country, brother. I have to bring people to understand
true.
the tone is so important.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
You
true.
can say fuck off with love and the person is so, thank you, fuck off. It's
Cyrus Brocha for Chief Minister of Maharashtra.
no, I don't want Maharashtra.
Maharashtra नहीं
I'm
चाहिए. कौन
sick
सा
of
state
Maharashtra.
चाहिए?
I'll take Jharkhand. I won't go somewhere else.
But imagine
Jharkhand.
Yeah,
you
open
live in
spaces,
Malabar Hill.
Jamshedpur, Parsis.
Bro, by the time you become CM, you just have to get onto the coastal highway and
अगर
get to the
मैं बन
Sansad.
जाऊंगा CM ना, boss, I am going to use Varsha as a gym. Okay, that's my gym, boy. I go there for 1 hour in the morning. 6 o'clock, Brocha आ गया. And I'm them all saluting while sir is coming there. This old fat guy coming to work out.
Does our CM live in Thane or does he live in the CM's accommodation in South Bombay?
इसको ज़्यादा पता है.
Okay, so he's got one house. We are in the middle of there is a whole cabinet posting ka one bungalow is there. So he lives there for whatever reason. Varsha is still kept. So when he wants to, he goes there.
Okay.
Plus he's got some ancestral property somewhere else.
Yeah.
Plus wherever he comes from, he's got another house.
Yeah.
So, and when they talk about the problem of people not having homes and all that, then it starts with the chief minister. It looks
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
He's got 4 or 5 homes, 3 in the same area.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. And every time he goes, remember, 100 people go with him.
Yeah,
causing traffic
that's
jams.
the only problem.
When Uddhav was going for a walk in the middle of the pandemic,
Yeah.
one day we had just started driving again. I was bringing my family back from somewhere, and we had to stop at the bottom of the road because Uddhav wanted to walk at 6 in the evening.
Wow.
And because he wants to walk, then you can't blame the personnel. They have to stand with him.
Yeah.
So there's a traffic jam. 30, 40 of these guys are standing.
Yeah.
They must be also abusing. But I couldn't understand because most of them speak French.
So he used to walk at 6 in the evening every day and
that
like,
day he wanted to go for a walk.
Walk, yeah,
They
yeah,
are also pent up. They are
Of
human
course, of
beings.
course,
You can
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
But
I
use your
really
head,
want
boss.
to do
You
that
can't walk
math
in the middle of the
one
road.
day. I want to do that math one day, okay? Like one chief minister or any political figure taking a helicopter versus the cost of that versus them taking a fucking 15-car motorcade.
Helicopter is much cheaper.
Everywhere.
Oh, dude,
Helicopter is much
no, I'll tell you. So in West Bengal, we went to this rally where
Meghnad के पास helicopter है. Fucking leftist my foot.
we took an auto and we went to a rally and वहाँ पे आदरणीय सुप्रीम लीडर आ रहे थे.
हाँ.
So आदरणीय सुप्रीम लीडर is the
Premchand will be
right,
proud, beta.
yeah, the right connotation. So he was coming and
Who is he
lots
talking
of,
about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll fight with the cats only.
Yeah. So
Sparsh, please get more chai. This is an adult conversation.
So Adarniya was coming and he people were gathered there.
Yeah.
Like bada tent bana
People
hua
out of
hai.
choice.
They were bussed in. A lot of them were bussed in, but they were getting samosas and paisa
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
whatever. So they came in and essentially, वो तो normal है. So they come in and they're like gathered there. So we are like shooting कि आ रहे बहुत मतलब 1 घंटा चल रहा है like candidate आके whatever चल रहा है. And then suddenly there is this, I don't know what happened, but there is this panic. Right? Ki, oh, he's coming, right? And then half the crowd leaves the venue.
Yeah.
You know why? Because his helicopter was landing and they wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
He came in 3 helicopters,
What?
not 1. Yeah, 3 army helicopters. Like 3 glorious
One decoy,
helicopters
one bodyguard.
coming from the distance, sunset.
Yeah.
हो रहा है. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
So I also went out
Yeah.
and it was beautiful. It landed. Right? And he went inside.
See, you used to
These
get
people
this-
are just standing.
Because they want to see the
Aadha
helicopter.
value gaya.
I'll explain it to you from your generation. You get the same feeling when Baywatch had started and they used to have the opening credits and
Yeah.
the women running on the
Yeah,
beaches.
yeah,
and
yeah,
all.
yeah.
It's the same thing with the helicopters for them, right?
But that's
yeah.
the thing, right? So they waited for his entire speech to get over 45 minutes, just standing there to see it take off again. Half the crowd had
Yeah.
come here to
But
see the
marketing again
helicopters.
101 for us, yeah, because at the end of the day, we don't know all this.
Yeah.
The fact is that they're there from the beginning and they're there till the end. And they're actually giving you climactic moments, beginning and end,
Yeah.
which are the most important.
Yeah.
Even as a performer, the podcast, we get our highest rating in the beginning and nothing much at the end.
Yeah,
Because nobody's there.
So I don't know if I've said this story here yet, but on my honeymoon, we had gone to Kochi and he had come to inaugurate the.
Yeah, you told us. He was in the
right?
hotel.
Yeah.
The security and you were hanging out.
Yeah, and some of the I know some of those pilots know me. I can't say I know them.
Right.
And
Just one question on your Suhag Raat kind of thingy. You didn't go in the wrong room and all that, no?
no,
Oh my God.
no.
I have
But-
these visuals now.
But like, okay, so
Oh
here's
my God.
what my overwhelming thing here was. Okay,
I
like,
can't think of sex ever
I
again.
have to pay for the hotel, and then I have to pay GST on the hotel
Okay.
ka bill, right? It's non-recoverable GST,
Right.
right? And then I see मेरे ही टैक्स से बहुत ज्यादा लोग यही 5-star होटल में रह रहे हैं आज.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I
Right.
get it. Like if it's the soldiers staying in the hotel, I would be very happy. Like yeah, they deserve it.
You want the accountability of how the money has been paid
I'm
for
just
that mission.
so I
Let's
looked
get
it up.
cut to the chase.
So I
yeah.
looked it up,
Yeah.
and it turns out the defense ministry pays for the prime minister going around in
Okay,
the country.
that's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
theory. In
yeah.
theory, that particular bill in X hotel, let's call
Yeah.
it Hotel Mondango.
Yeah.
In Hotel Mondango, did the bill get picked up by the defense ministry
That's
or
what
was
I
there
want to
no
know.
bill?
That's what I want to know, right? But the thing is, when it comes to foreign trips, they give exact accounts on the website. But for internal trips, they do not. So I couldn't find out. Otherwise, I would have at least written a letter saying, "Hey, मेरा भी तो ले लेते bill फिर मेरा तो तुमसे कम ही रहेगा."
You
So
what?
I
You
will
just,
tell
you
you
just
how
act like your security.
No, I'll tell
Also,
you
boss, ये
how.
outfit जो है वो बेकार है भाई. You have to change
Can't
this
be.
look यार.
I'm more the PR guy.
So I'm not going to mention this state here because this
Yeah.
story will make it very particular. So I went again to cover an election, state election. Now there, what happens in elections is there's a giant influx of
I would say
security
I would go with
forces.
UP.
Security forces.
I feel I'm
come
right.
in.
I mean, I hit it. I hit it out of the park, guys. I got under the ball and I just flicked it. Beautiful shot, yaar. Oh.
So in this state that remains unknown.
Hey, just to
I'll just say
acknowledge
UP.
Bruce Wayne, you want PM to stay in an Oyo room? No, I don't want him to stay in an Oyo room. I want him to stay in Circuit House, which is made for him to come
Made
and
for
stay
the
when he
government.
comes.
By
I
the
think
government.
people are
Yeah.
missing the point. We don't care where anybody stays.
Yeah.
My point is, do you pay the bill or not?
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
the
can
main-
stay where you want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. I want to know
And who pays the bill?
who pays the bill.
And
No, but wahan pe, that's what your assumption is that
Yeah.
people are paying the bill. They don't though. Like in a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
places,
That's
what
what I'm
happens
saying,
is that in
Baba.
smaller towns, finish the story,
especially,
yes,
yeah.
where like elections happen, so there's a giant influx of security forces, right? You CRPF, police, all of these people come for security reasons,
Yeah.
especially when the prime minister,
Now
chief
that
minister
manpower
is
has to
coming.
be also looked after.
Exactly. But what they do is they enter hotels, random hotels, they stay there and they never pay.
Now, so
Wow.
Random hotels,
This is
right?
a great
So
point.
we were
So
staying
we were
in-
worried about the prime minister ka ek room.
Yeah.
It's not ek room. It's 250 fucking rooms.
Yeah.
Oh.
And hotel people have to bear it. They're
Yeah.
like, नहीं हम ये देश के लिए कर रहे हैं तो अब करना पड़ेगा. You know, like अभी elections हो रहे हैं तो like yes, these people stay and they like
Wait, let me
if
just.
they raise
I'm-
an invoice.
Just stop. I have to text my son to become a minister. This is going to Canada and wasting time as to India. Yeah. This is much better. Great. Yeah. What a lovely story this is. You forget friends, associates, and assistants get rooms. Can you believe it?
No, I mean security forces have to stay somewhere.
But they
So-
should pay.
But
Why
they,
is it free?
No, they do raise invoices. Like the hotel people do ask for money.
Yeah.
Right? They are told कि नहीं PRO को दे दो इसको उसको दे
and
दो.
you know the worst
But
part?
they never pay.
And if you raise an invoice, and the person doesn't pay, you have to wait a number of years before you can put
Exactly.
that down as
So
bad
the
debt.
Indian-
Exactly.
the
So you have to
Indian-
pay the tax on it first
Yeah.
and then
Guys,
wait.
The Indian revolutionary doesn't raise his voice, he raises his invoice.
I love
Learn
it.
something beautiful.
Love it.
Touch me in the
Love it.
heart. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Hey, love from Nepal for Aakash. Just quickly because somebody.
Hey, love right back.
But only for Aakash, huh? Not
Yeah.
for the
only
two
for
of us.
Akash. Only
So
for
you and your UP story have not connected.
No.
Not
UP
so
नहीं था. Okay, and also I have so someone
मिलेगा
is saying,
खबर बेटा. Don't worry.
so someone is saying I have covered UP and West Bengal only. No, I have covered Punjab, Goa, Uttarakhand.
Yeah, you were there in a lot of
Himachal
places,
Pradesh.
dude.
I've covered a bunch of places.
And what is your feeling about the hotel rooms? He had to leave News Laundry because they had to pay. There was a limit. Yeah.
Okay, we are moving on to the first topic, which
Yeah.
is our friend Virat Kohli's leaked video.
Oh, very fucked up I felt that
Yeah.
was.
So what happened is that Kohli shared an Instagram post, which is about invasion of his privacy by someone,
Yeah.
which has a video of someone going around his room, showing it around for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, this is so like unfair,
up,
you
yeah.
know, like why are you like invading my privacy? I'm like, why are you resharing that video though?
I completely agree.
What
That was the
is
dumb
this
part.
nonsense?
He's from Delhi. Yeah. Can I just tell you something? You want to see what losers we Indians are? He and Anusha spent about 3 months in the pandemic in 2020. They were stuck there. They had
Yeah.
gone to Alibag for a quick weekend of fun and all that. But they got stuck. So they spent a lot of time. After they came back, one day we were around the area and my wife stopped the car because there were a lot of people standing. So he asked, "Kya ho gaya?" Obviously, you know, we Indians, something's wrong, something happened, fight happened or whatever. There were about 20 people standing and looking at that bungalow where they had stayed.
Wow.
But they're not even there anymore. This is
Wow.
India. They're looking at the bungalow where they stayed many months back and they're happy.
Does anyone stare at your house? Like 2-3 people to honge.
Just collectors.
But this Kohli thing again, like so the guy who did this, right, probably
You're such a
shared it
bastard,
publicly.
Meghnad. You just wanted to put him down. The whole idea was let's get to the point of why he shared it. Yeah.
No, but I mean, okay. So
How
here's
did he
the
tell
thing.
the story then?
No, he can take a
But it's a visual
screenshot.
story. It's okay. He could have
He
done
can
just
take a
that much.
screenshot.
I'll
Nah,
give you
like, oh, someone invaded my privacy. Screenshot
Yes.
of the guy. So there is a brief moment where he seems to be in the mirror also. Like, take that screenshot
Yeah.
and post it. Ki, oh, someone took a video and shared it
Yeah.
publicly. Please take it down or
Yeah.
something something like that.
I heard it was Rishabh Pant. He was quite angry that he's not in the 11.
Yeah, I mean, or it was Huda who was like, I need a new career after this.
But we were being very judgmental. One game. Boss. Yeah.
No, I'm
My
being
worry is
judgmental of
DK.
selection. I'm not being judgmental of Huda. Huda was just the wrong call to get. You know he's not going to bowl a single ball.
Yeah, but he's not the sixth bowler. That was for sure.
But
But
DK to ganda out, right? Dude, that.
when I hear DK, you're 62 now. Going to be 63 next week.
Yeah.
You can't have a back injury. This is not an age for any injury. You should be very careful. The moment you have an injury, you're gone. 2 months of repair means it's over. We don't want to use him again. In any case, that's it. But I think we all fought for DK. I'm feeling really bad. And I felt he just didn't come to the party. I know it's only 2 games, but still, yaar.
Yeah, but even the missed catches in the
all that,
wicket-keeping
put it
have
all
been-
together.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who is DK?
Yeah, just because he didn't fight an election in Uttarakhand.
Yeah, this is
You have
very
no
wrong
respect
of
for
you.
him, yeah. वो कुछ नहीं किया life में, man.
Can we come back to more important things? Virat Kohli.
The bill.
The important thing is Virat Kohli. No, but tell me something.
Shugata, my house is not called Bakra Villa. Okay? Yeah, we're trying to promote animal awareness and all. That's a very wrong name. Sorry.
No, but I wanted to ask you guys. So, if you actually enter any celebrity room, whose celebrity room would you want to enter and take a video of?
First, it'll always be female.
Also, don't share it, but like, like you want to enter it
Me,
and
Rishi and
see.
Sparsh, I speak for 3 of us, it'll be a female celebrity. We're not going to waste. Oh, look at this dirty Rishi. He's all happy with the idea. Give me a contemporary female now. I don't know names, bro. Give me something.
I would not take I do not want to. I think that's very. I mean, unless the joy is in your favorite
How can you
celebrity
not-
calling you to their room.
Yeah, and how can you not
Not in being in the room. Like, I don't have that
Aakash,
voyeuristic.
How can you not be a weirdo if you're in the room of anybody, bro, unannounced?
Once I'm invited in, I want to look
That's
into the
different.
drawers also.
That's different.
But
Invited in.
I am like a vampire.
Supposing-
Otherwise, unless invited, I will
Supposing he
not
does
enter.
some comedy show and Virat is part of it or whatever, and he likes him, takes a liking to him, he calls him in. That's a totally different experience altogether. Okay, they can become great friends after
Yeah.
that. But I'm saying if you're going to, how can you weirdly be in somebody's room, whoever the hell it is, and just be posing,
But that's
playing
like-
It's a
shadow cricket in the mirror.
hypothetical.
मतलब I see मेरा ये जो this is voyeurism. ठीक है? This is
हाँ,
pure
of
base
course.
level
This is
voyeurism.
more than voyeurism.
For me,
yeah.
voyeurism is what, if I have a fish tank or like ant colony or something, I'll
Yeah.
look at that, I'll be like, wow, look at them. That's my voyeurism. I don't want to do it to other people because I would hate it.
Did he
yeah.
say ant colony for voyeurism?
He said
Yeah,
ant colony
He's
for
spying on,
voyeurism.
he's spying
I
on,
spy
ants,
on ants.
and he's like, wow, that's how I get it off.
Cyrus,
Yeah.
you don't know how obsessed with ants I am. I'm
Hey,
a big
wait,
ant
What
Rishi.
about uncles?
Who was that?
Only ants? Parity. In my show is parity. Where the girls? Yeah, they don't
There is
go
a
to the
commenter who wants to stare at your house. I
Yeah.
just want to
show.
call
Yeah,
them
Bakra
out.
Villa.
Sugata,
Uh,
I spoke to her.
हो
oh,
गया
You're not paying attention. You're so full of yourself, yaar.
Meghnad,
You
as
don't
a
listen to the
host,
show.
I feel
I was
क्या, आकाश,
thinking of.
बोल. Correct.
I was thinking of.
Give him his score now only.
नहीं,
Give him-
normally अब तक
DK को
दूसरा
गाली
topic
देता
हो
है,
जाता था.
DK
अब
को
just
गाली
say-
देता है. This is his second chance.
yeah, okay, before we go into break, we should do the Cadbury story, I feel.
Oh, there's
But
a Cadbury
last
story.
thing.
Yeah,
Royston
there's
is
a
saying
Cadbury story.
Kohli is super organized and neat though. I'm just thinking, do you think he cleaned it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
The
I
footage.
think...
I don't think so.
So in these 5-star hotels, I'm sure that even if you have like a bag full of uniforms and 7 are outside, they'll put them
Yeah.
back in.
Back
you know what I
in.
mean? So
Or
No,
if you're,
but you
if
know
you're
the funny
Virat
thing
Kohli,
is-
you travel with an attendant.
Yeah.
It's like you're that big.
So all these news articles are sharing this story about Virat Kohli's outrage. You know what?
On a day
picture
when
they have
150
used?
people died in a bridge collapsing.
Yes, also.
Just to put it in
We are
perspective.
going to talk about it after the break. But what you know
The
what?
People won't come back. They want a light story. Yeah.
No, you know what picture they are using? There is this one shot where there's a towel with 2 murtis on it.
yeah.
They're taking a screenshot of that
Yeah.
and sharing it as the news article.
कि देखो इसमें भगवान कितना अपना
One second.
कोहली भाई कितना ये
The guy was a right winger. Is that what was your point?
I
here?
mean वो भगवान में विश्वास करता है तो उसने टॉवेल डाल के
But
2
that's-
भगवान की मूर्ति रख दिया.
So
That's
now
a
we've
lot of-
eliminated that the guy in the room was not Muslim. So that's what we've come to.
but that I find is very interesting as a thing. Like you must be really religious to be on tour, be changing cities every other day, and
Yeah.
still do
Abe
the
hero,
mandir setup.
it's not
Yeah.
religious, it's superstitious. And now he's just got his form back. So whatever was there that day onwards will remain.
That's
me.
also very true.
I'm not
Yeah,
lying about
yeah.
this. You speak to any sportsman, forget cricketers. They put one left boot first, left sock first. They do all that shit. Yeah.
अरे even audience does it. Like अगर मैं खड़ा हो गया तो वो out हो जाएगा तो I'll just sit.
Did he say अगर मैं खड़ा हो गया? Guys, I can't. यार, my Hindi is bad. What's going on?
अगर मैं खड़ा हो गया
I can't do the show, Aakash. What is
One boner joke from Meghnad and you have a problem.
Per half
Why
time.
Maharashtrians are not allowed boners? Is this
मैंने बोला,
your problem?
He's no
अगर
longer
मैं खड़ा हो
Maharashtrian.
गया.
He was Maharashtrian. Now he's a Delhiite who
No.
lives in Bandra.
That's not how
It's
it
typical.
works.
Yeah.
You don't just become a
What the hell are
Delhi.
you, yaar?
I'm saying
You're a
अगर मैं
desi.
खड़ा हो गया, अगर मेरा खड़ा हो गया is what I would say.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's yeah.
Never try to bachao yourself.
If
Never try to
anything,
bachao
he's from
yourself.
Delhi. His Hindi is better now.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
you must trust
Sorry.
it.
And he uses sexual analogy to explain it, of course.
Exactly.
I
But
mean,
If
that's,
they only taught,
that's so that
if
you
they-
understand.
If they
no, but-
taught Parsis with this kind of analogy, we'll all speak perfect Hindi. I'm telling you right now, this is the mistake education has made. Thank you, Meghnad. Lord Meghnad.
Yes.
Just like the Desai.
Thank you, all the respect. But okay, we are going to break now. Break.
Cyrus, I'll tell you something. He's a Tendulkar. He's made no run in second inning. Second inning, they show the courage of the batsman.
वापस आ गए हम. Cyrus.
Just doing an audition for this Bengali role that I'm probably. Oh, by the way, Aakash, offline we were discussing that you were getting a lot of flack from a few, maybe they're not even Bengali, people who think you're overdoing the Bengali jokes.
Jokes, yeah. And my wife is Bengali. And
Which
like,
gives you a pass. as
yeah,
you
and
explained.
also like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's a joke. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, what is
and your family has approved it.
Yeah.
The
No,
Bengali
and,
side.
and the words people use, you are degrading Bengalis. I'm like, अगर मेरे दो jokes से तेरा पूरा जात degrade हो गया ना bro.
I believe it's not the
बहुत बड़ा
Bengalis who are
problem
doing
है.
that.
problem.
Akash, it must be a group of Indians who do this for everybody. It's like their job. You are degrading our culture. And then they will
Yeah.
check which culture.
Oh,
which
absolutely.
But that's
spirit.
that's what's happening now. Now they want to boycott fucking Cadbury. You know what I mean?
What a
Yeah.
segue.
Great
This is
segue.
the best segue we've had
Great
in about a pre-Diwali, I would say.
Yeah.
What a-
So,
great professional.
boycott Cadbury trend is happening. Akash, do you want to explain?
Arey, they took some fucking old screenshot from some fucking website somewhere where it says it's 100% halal beef, whatever the fuck, which is not actually being used in India. And they're like, ये देखो इसमें beef है, we have to boycott Cadbury. And I'm like, क्या हुआ ऐसा कि तुम छुपाने के लिए Cadbury boycott करने की
One
try कर
second,
रहे हो?
I'm getting more
You know what I mean?
protein
Yeah.
when I eat Cadbury.
No, yeah, you're not. You're not. You think you are.
I'm just checking.
Indian
I don't know.
Cadbury has a green fucking logo on it. There's
Firstly,
a reason.
it's called Cadbury. Please get
Cadbury.
it right.
No,
Cadbury.
but where was that screenshot from? I was
It's
not able
apparently
to figure out.
it's an Australian screenshot from 10 years ago or like 5 years ago or some
Oh
shit.
my god, oh good lord. This is the boycott gang as I call
that's
them.
what-
This
yeah.
is their obsession, which you are correct.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like there
It's
are
a
like these
group.
3-4 people who just look at old stuff and then they look at what they can get offended by.
Yeah, yeah.
Like for example, PK wala. Like I had told you this story.
Ah.
So when they started boycotting PK, the scene they chose is Amir Khan peeing on the wall.
Yeah.
That one. And uske bag pe blurred there were some stickers which
Yeah.
look like Bhagwan ki murti.
Okay.
So they took a screenshot, they circled it and boycott Amir Khan.
Must.
So,
But
क्या हो रहा
should
है?
they have done the right thing and boycotted the wall instead? I mean, just use your head.
Also,
Yeah.
like I mean, you can boycott many things in that movie.
Which
to
Trump
be
had the
honest.
same
Oh, now
idea.
this is somebody else is saying something else. No, Baba, their ad mentions poor Diyawala named Damodar and RW saying it's to demean Narendra Damodar Das. अबे
You
उसमें
think?
demean कैसे होएगा? खुद चाय
ये
वाला
क्या
है वो
है?
तो
Yeah,
pride
yes,
point है.
great point.
तो दिया वाला कैसे
This
pride
is
point
the
नहीं
son of a
हुआ?
lawyer. You see how his thinking is?
क्या
Accurate
चूतिया
thinking.
public बैठा
This
है
is a
इस
real
देश में?
advocate, bhai. Aakash, I've given you live example. People watching on the show of Akash's brilliance as a lawyer. The
Yeah.
legal fraternity is lost. His comedy is
What
gained.
the what क्या?
And his name is Damodar.
And he's
खुद का
proud
ही
of
narrative चूतिया काट रहे
I
हैं ये
know
लोग.
that, and he's proud of the narrative. The Chaiwala narrative is
हाँ,
what built his
और उसमें वही तो
brand.
point, that is the best part.
Yeah.
Like it's such a great story that you
Yeah.
can go from
Yeah.
that to this. तो अगर उसके डैड दिया वाले थे तो और अच्छा हुआ ना. Sorry, this is
In
so
fact,
stupid.
I remember
यार.
talking to Rahul Gandhi about why he flunked and the whole thing, and he said, "Kash, agar main chai wala hota, to you know, I mean, so everybody accepted that brand is
Yeah.
what worked. Yeah,
Fucking.
fucking
Yeah,
By the way,
exactly.
one of the panelists was a Cadbury model, huh? Cadbury. By the way, just
Wait,
Back in the day.
was it that woman who went like this on the ad? वो क्या है? क्या साथ है?
yeah, that's right.
जिंदगी
Yeah, that's
में.
right,
That's the
that's
one,
right,
right?
that's right,
What's
that's
her name? I forgot.
Her name is Cyrus Brocha.
No, I had
At that time, she was eating only Cadbury.
She's married to an MP now.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
I forget.
By the
what
way,
her
MP
name
for my kids when growing up is main part. Huh?
is. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't
And
Delhi
you
we
are
have the
still
same
living
culture.
there in your head,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Hey,
let's not.
Daddy, my MP is coming out. It's
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can be
Come
married
on.
to a dick. It's cool.
Main point.
And
Oh.
off and on. Yeah.
रोशनी
That
अब
takes me
हमारी
back.
नेपाली ऑडियंस पूछ रही है व्हाट इज RW.
Right wing. Right wing.
Well, let's not get into Nepal politics, but it's not exactly left of center. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we are moving on to the story that we should talk about today, the Morbi bridge collapse, right? So now
Yeah.
the death
Yeah.
toll has gone up till 140.
Yeah.
150.
And 140.
Yeah.
And I was watching news channels over the last 24 hours and I cannot outrage enough about this. Please stop blaming the people who have died.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you
No,
even doing?
Which is the one of them was showing footage, na?
वो पुराना वाला footage.
Purana
Purana
footage
footage.
of which insinuates कि is the fault of the public.
Yeah,
you
No,
know?
yeah.
also Cyrus, you know what that bridge is called? It's called the hanging bridge. Like it's literally named Jhulo
that's not the
Pool.
point.
Or
Yeah,
in
Brother,
Gujarati.
you've restored the bridge 4-5 days before it collapses.
Yeah.
Only in India do you have a record of that before renovation it can collapse and after renovation it can collapse.
And it's so-
Either way you're screwed.
You're supposed to do like in any architecture this thing, right? Like whenever they're designing for pressure and weight and all, you're supposed to actually design for 150 capacity.
Right.
150% of capacity
Right.
because you know कि इंडिया है और लोग चुतिया है और 125% तो हो ही जाएगा. You know what I
Horrible
mean?
thing, but something is wrong with our erections.
No, absolutely.
No, but there are two things that happened which we can compare, right?
They're
Like
all
the
left
Seoul-
leaning.
There was a stampede in Seoul, right? You know, like there was a
also
stampede.
150 odd.
Yeah, around 150 people died there,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
यहाँ पे अभी 140 पहुंच गया, so equal. But you know, you can really tell how mature a country's democracy and society is based on the response to these tragedies,
Yeah.
right? You know, tragedy तो होते हैं. I mean, like, it's a big country. Like things happen, incidences happen, but how the administration reacts to it is super important.
Yeah.
उधर कोई ये नहीं बोल रहा है कि अरे तुम रास्ते पे क्यों निकल गए Halloween celebrate करने?
India-
You should have stayed at
We have
home
a
or
very
something.
defensive gene. You see, anything goes wrong, and this is not about BJP or Congress. This is just the way Indians are.
Exactly.
It's just amazing how we are defensive gene. का मतलब कि मैंने ने क्या?
हाँ,
मैंने ने
हाँ,
क्या is
हाँ.
always more important than let's bachao someone.
Yeah,
let's see
yeah.
what's happening. You know, we don't get into that. The moment
Yeah.
is more about how to get out of the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Which
But
is-
you know, our response to this, and I think a bunch of disasters before this, has been extremely immature.
Always.
Like extremely immature.
Always.
And it
अरे आप महाराष्ट्र मुंबई का bridges, the same
Exactly.
responses have happened. Exactly the same.
लोग क्यों crowd कर रहे थे?
Please don't tell me same vendors
Yeah.
involved.
And it's always the same 2 or 3 things, right? Like it's the same 2 or 3 things. One is you make a conspiracy theory कि
Yeah.
ये इसने तुड़वाया.
हाँ, तुड़वाया.
हाँ,
हाँ.
किसी ने तुड़वाया. The second is like even when you see any riverside flood whenever it happens, उत्तराखंड में इतने सारे हुए, then suddenly it's like हाँ वो लोगों ने क्यों बनाया दरिये रिवर के इतने पास? अबे किसी ने तो परमिशन दिया. अगर वो बिल्डिंग उधर
And
15
more
साल से था.
importantly, you point to the
तो-
previous government and say it's their debacle.
Exactly.
And you can,
Yeah.
history
Even
will
though-
support you
Yeah,
also
and,
because you keep
but in
finding.
Gujarat you can't do that, right? Because
Well, not in the recent past.
No, but it's a
Not in the recent
147-year-old bridge. तो
Yeah.
कोई तो government को blame कर ही सकते हैं.
हाँ,
I mean,
तो
like-
मुगल जमाना
Yeah,
before
कोई
British.
भी.
It's all the Mughals. Comes back to
British
them.
को भी blame कर दो.
Yeah.
सब.
Yeah.
But you know,
Jahangir.
the tragic thing about all of this is that एक तो वो fake video share कर रहे हैं. You know, like old video where people are like swinging on the bridge, etc.
But that's a news channel.
That's a
That's a very
news
dangerous
channel that
news
is
channel.
sharing it.
I understand. I mean, it's not even sense of humor to do that.
Yeah.
No.
But a news channel cannot be. I mean, they should really be careful of what they put up.
I doubt if they want to be careful. WhatsApp
As someone
पे
who
कुछ भी
works
आया
in
तो
a
डाल
news
देते
channel,
हैं
I have to
TV
tell
पे.
you, we are very scared of what comes out on news channels.
Yeah,
पर
yeah.
न्यूज चैनल पे तो जनरली वही होता है कि ट्विटर पे वो लोग थोड़ा 15 मिनट जैसे आरजेस जोक
जैसा-
चुराते थे ना पहले वैसे न्यूज वाले न्यूज
अरे
लाते हैं
ट्विटर पे भी नहीं जाते ना, वो लोग व्हाट्सएप पे आता है ना उनको, एक ग्रुप में घुस गए कोई तो भी.
चाइना ओवरथ्रो
Yeah.
चाइना कू
Yeah.
And Twitter has absolute freedom now, thanks to a new leader.
Oh, of course,
So
Elon
different.
Musk.
They can actually say rubbish and we can't say anything. Yeah.
Oh, actually, yesterday I heard your podcast. I thought your panel was very biased against Twitter.
Who was on the panel?
There was Bansha,
Bansha.
and
He didn't say
Antariksh.
anything. Huh?
Antariksh and Bansha.
Antariksh is a bastard.
Who
Yeah.
are these
He's a
people?
very dangerous guy.
Who are these people? I
Arey,
don't know them.
Zarwan Bansha, the famous Bansha who does Instagram reels now.
Is this Parsi boy quite a sensation? Or he does a lot of this
Influencers
characters?
are not people.
Okay, then Silvery
Yeah,
Silvery is a,
not people.
Silvery is a rich
Archetypes.
boy from Powai.
Huh.
He's a rich boy from Powai.
Very nice. Good, good.
But okay, coming back to the story, then we'll go to Twitter. So this contract was awarded to a company called Oreva.
Who gave the
Right,
contract?
Yeah.
Exactly. So like वो question कोई नहीं पूछ रहा.
You want accountability? There's three simple questions. Who gave the contract? Who executed the contract? And who oversaw the contract?
Yeah,
all
that's
there is
it.
to it.
And also they opened it without an no objection certificate. Okay?
Exactly.
Like you know like so A.
Gujarat में chief justice chief guest है rather.
Yeah.
That's a big thing in
उसका
Maharashtra, we don't
उसका
have
जो
any.
CEO है ना, अभी 3 दिन पहले जब ब्रिज इनॉग्रेट मतलब रीओपन किया, he did a press conference.
हाँ.
Okay, where he's saying कि 6-7 साल तक इसको कोई रिपेयर नहीं लगने वाला वाला है,
हाँ.
and like basically you can go on the bridge and like
Clearly,
amazing bridge.
Clearly an engineer himself. Yeah.
So and of course 5 days later the bridge collapses and people die.
Yeah.
Now the guy is missing.
Of
And
course.
what they have done
But
is they have
of course-
arrested.
But Meghnad, we're hitting the wrong guy. But what is he supposed to know? He's just saying the right thing there. We have to look at the people who actually gave the vendors the contract and the
So
guys who
there is
actually
no-
got the
वही है
contract.
वही
Of course.
इसमें गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल कभी नहीं पकड़े जाते.
नहीं
That
पकड़े
is a
जाएंगे.
basic. Every time a building collapses in Mumbai before it's due to collapse, where is the BMC guy who signed off on that fucking building?
First guy they catch is the watchman, who's not even sure what he's doing here because he's doing
Which is
double
what
shift.
they did here also, I think, right? They caught the ticket seller
They
and all.
caught the ticket seller, security guard, manager of Oriva, and
mean,
like some 9 people.
It's really bad to say because it's like really black comedy, but it's hilarious how you're catching these people who don't count. They literally don't
Yeah,
count.
they
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, it's a huge thing that's been built.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with them at all.
Yeah.
You're a ticket seller, for God's sake.
Yeah, exactly. And you know the worst part about this though is that एक तो उन्होंने टेंडरिंग प्रोसेस कुछ किया नहीं था, रेनोवेशन का.
क्यों? Tendering?
And this is an
What do you mean?
You have to give a tender.
I
You mean it's
know,
given
but
to
tender नहीं issue
as
हुआ था
favor.
So they hadn't.
The vendor is a
basically.
favor.
So how did they pick a vendor without a tender?
Favor.
Apparently, yeah. So that
what
is
I'm
the
saying.
question that needs to be asked.
Pechan,
right?
favor.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Without using words like kickbacks, somebody from your group, you're trying.
And the weirdest part is this is a subsidiary of Ajanta Clocks.
Sorry, I was attacked by one member
Subsidiary
of
of?
Ajanta Clocks.
Okay.
Which
Yeah,
is
so
owned by?
Ajanta basically, so NDTV was running this story yesterday about how a contract was given to a watch manufacturer for renovation of a suspension
Yeah,
bridge.
like how?
I'm like, what is happening? That's just so ridiculous. And they were not allowed to collect tickets till 2027. And they were already collecting tickets.
वो तो भाई.
So that's the cash surplus.
I
वो
mean,
तो सोचो अगर टोल दे रहे हम लोग अभी भी चीजों का.
But we're looking at the smaller crimes actually. Still we're looking at the smaller
Yeah.
crimes, making money on black.
No, but
you know.
the point being that there are violations across the board,
Yeah.
like in multiple places, which
Yeah.
caused this disaster,
Yeah.
right? And to trace who is in charge of what and what happened here, that is what like maybe
See,
should
the
be
biggest
done.
problem is workmanship. I've been talking about this from the days of Shah Jahan. Nobody looks at that. They're just quickly handing out contracts, trying to get things done, execute it any way you want to.
Yeah.
But workmanship, they have to have a supervisor who's looking at every inch of what's being done.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is not a joke.
Absolutely.
Humanity is dying and nobody cares because some idiot has not put the proper saman in the proper time, in the proper proportions that it
Yeah.
should be.
yeah.
I am speaking as an engineer myself.
Like there should be stress tests done before it is opened, right? As you said that,
अरे 25 चीजें जो करना चाहिए.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you have
Karna
Abbas
chahiye
on the site and you make him stand on the bridge all the time to check
Of course.
These little things can be done. Okay, I
Yeah.
should make jokes. I
Yeah.
apologize.
No, but it's like this, right? Like, I mean, this is what scares me more than anything else is individual players can be gandu, they can be nice people, they can be people with good hearts and bad intentions, okay? But when your institution stop doing the jobs that they're supposed to do, bare basic stuff, like just to keep things running, that's when you need to be scared. And that's I
Absolutely.
feel what's happening.
It's pure greed also and taking things for granted, na? Because your whole idea is paisa kaisa banayega isme,
Yeah.
and you're not even thinking about the fact that this could happen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anybody's trying to murder anyone, but you're not even thinking that there's a responsibility while
Exactly.
building a bridge, which is
Absolutely.
huge, and for years that's a responsibility. 30 years later, people can die.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful.
And there is no empathy involved here, right? Like
Yeah.
actual log jaane wala hai udhar, they'll be enjoying. Kids will go there.
Insensitive to what the whole plan should be.
Yeah.
Maybe this is not the job for them. These guys who you elect as leaders and sometimes bureaucrats, maybe they should be playing cricket for India. Because they've got that
You know what
cutthroat
they're
mentality
doing?
we need on a sports field.
You know what they're doing today? So Adarniya Supreme Leader is going to the hospital to visit
Good.
the victims.
Yeah.
कल पेंट करवा रहे थे उसको हॉस्पिटल को.
हाँ.
Like literally they were like चमकाओफाइंग the hospital because
नहीं मैंने सुना है पेशेंट को जो नए पेंट का और पेंट थिनर का स्मेल होता है ना
It's terrible. I hate that
वो
smell.
स्मेल अगर पेशेंट को मिला ना तो the pain of having to go through that interaction will reduce.
of course that's
Yeah,
a,
they'll be
that's a
high.
Also, the
great
color was
idea.
orange, so that's also a soothing color.
Yeah. So I mean, it all across. It's just this. I'm so irritated by the response.
But look
to
at the
a
speed
disaster.
with which they want to paint the hospital because he's coming there,
Yeah.
as against the disaster consequences speed.
Yeah.
You know what to do here, how to
Yeah.
help people. There, everybody's finger pointing immediately.
Yeah.
But here, the paint gets done.
Yeah.
It's just like Mr. Shinde next to me. That house is being done overnight.
Yeah.
You know, nobody else can get permissions in our area to get anything done. It takes years.
Yeah.
Is it done overnight?
Yeah.
No question.
Because you don't need permission.
You don't
It's
give
like,
yourself permission. I give myself permission. Boom.
Yeah, it's
Like I mean, they don't want it, ना कि sir supreme leader is talking to a patient and बाहर एक बाजू में एक wall है जो ऐसे उसमें पेंट गिर रहा है, खड्डा बना हुआ है वहाँ पे और like किसी ने थूक दिया है पान से whatever. They don't want that visual, ना
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he's doing that. So
Yeah.
then overnight they will improve the visuals before he actually interacts with the victims of the
Which I'm
tragedy.
okay with in a normal situation.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing because you're trying to do PR for your guy.
Exactly.
But when you have a real tragedy, you cannot be bothered with all that because there's lack of humanity in that.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
No, in all of this, I think Rahul Gandhi's response was the best, though. You know, Rahul Gandhi, when he was asked about
That's
this,
such a rare thing to hear out of someone's
But
mouth.
let's hear it.
so he was asked, you know, what do you think about the Morbi bridge? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to politicize
Sorry,
this.
just to not to
People
interrupt
have
you, but
died.
this Pranay thing is very act here.
What?
Having worked in a government hospital, I testify such renovations of being happened. There are pain and a smell. The smell is unbearable.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I mean, I can
But you guys have
imagine
not
Pranay,
noticed, even I remember when Sonia Gandhi was visiting and suddenly there's Congress on one here a couple of years back. 3 years back,
Same.
how they painted the roads on Marine Drive and all this. Suddenly all
Same.
these fresh white lines and all overnight.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, really? And then, of course, it looked terrible 3 days later.
Yeah.
And nobody cares till the next big leader comes.
Yeah.
So this is just move
It's
only
like
calm
that
that we do.
horrifying.
in Bangalore there was a road na, like Modi ji came one day and the next day the road only fucking
Yeah,
vanished.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
Literally tie the road up till he passes and then
सोचो हमारे PM कितने डेवलपमेंटल है कि वो जाते
विकास!
तो डेवलपमेंट लेके जाते साथ
last
में.
words were Vikas.
Oh, this is the same thing, na? Like
Not
he was,
Bakwas, Vikas.
he was taking the French president around on the Ganga, and
There was a big confusion there, no? It kept when it was Mitron. instead of
Macron.
Mitron.
Macron. So Macron को लेके जा रहा था वो. And वहाँ पे obviously there are like sewage coming out and dumped in the river.
Yeah,
So they put
yeah,
like
yeah.
posters in front of it with like him shaking hands with Macron, India,
Lovely.
French friendship.
Nice.
And there's this
Not that France is the cleanest country, having been there.
No,
Yeah,
but
no, but the obsession, dude, like the obsession with looking good, having great frames, etc. Well,
again, I'm not totally against it because it's all about
Optics.
situation depending on where and what you're doing. It's just that when it's a tragedy, it just makes you look really horrible.
yeah.
yeah. But okay,
Yeah,
so I
Rahul's
think
response was-
we should. You were saying something?
You were saying Rahul's response.
Yeah, Rahul's response was that I don't want to politicize this, and
have
people have died. That's it. That's it. That's where it ends, right? And you
This
know,
is the wrong time for me to bring up my bridge issues.
sure.
Because in 2020 in June, the bridge that's our area, Aakash knows about it, which is near the Dungarwadi slope where the Parsis bury their dead, that Kemskona ka jo bridge, that just a hole happened in the middle. I don't know how
It's
this
not
happened.
it's like a landslide
It's a
almost.
landslide, whatever. It just happened on its
The
own.
bunding came loose.
Mrs. Mehra's heavy lady was jogging and the whole thing went down. Now they told us 3 months, it'll take 3 months to repair. That was from June, so by September, October of 2020. 2022, 2 years and 3 months have passed completely. There's no sign of any repair. Can you please explain this to me?
I mean, you should ask your like the MLA in your
He
area.
won't stop, no? Because the movement
Who's
keeps-
our MLA?
Huh?
Who's our MLA?
Mangal Prabhat Lodha was. And now he's the cabinet
Hello,
minister.
Mr. Mangal Prabhat Lodha. Why didn't
But
you fix
he's
the
one of the
bridge?
more approachable ones.
minister. Right now, impossible to meet.
No.
No, he's a cabinet minister now.
Yeah,
He's
but he
tourism
has
minister.
a complaint line.
Listen, if Cyrus
But-
Brocha
but-
calls him and tells him कि boss मिलना
But I
है.
disagree about this. Huh? Like, I don't know how others' experience of our MLA has been. Mine has been pretty damn positive. Like, as far as I'm sure that there is something going on.
Of course.
But whenever I put in a complaint, I've seen action. Like, almost 99% hit rate.
Yeah, like you got Munawar Farooqi put in. I like that.
No,
That was well done.
I agree with this. Our MLA is also great, right? Somnath Bharti.
Oh,
Somnath Bharti
where?
in Delhi.
Huh.
It's actually very good because he's very responsive. You can walk him to him, and he's like from everything, from garbage cleaning
Is
to
he
boom barrier lagana.
Is he
hai,
AAP or
everything.
BJP? What is
Aam
he?
Aadmi Party.
Ah.
And he's been there for
You've
like.
always been a
12
proponent of the
years
Aam Aadmi Party. I feel you're a card-carrying member of. By the way,
I'm not.
Kejriwal is going right wing, huh? Slowly.
Oh
Looks
yeah.
like it.
Of course.
I don't think we have time today, but we'll
Yeah,
get into
but
it.
we will take AMS.
I really like Rohit. Rohit Sharma is like semi right wing and the thing is also orange. वो हम इंडिया का कुछ भी बात करें ना तो वो बाहर का बताता कि बाहर देखो कितना खराब है बाहर देखो पर अपना घर साफ करूं कि बाहर का घर साफ करूं
Rohit Sharma, we should just tell you are in Qatar. In a sense. Because there are lots of issues to discuss. Yeah. But good point you want to talk about for a second because we have a World Cup in November 18th.
Yeah.
FIFA World Cup. Where this was going berserk in the beginning because with the cultural issues, initially no alcohol was allowed. And
Yeah.
secondly, that they'll have to drink and go to a drying area.
yeah
Which I still don't understand. So you complete your drinking while the match is on or whatever, and then you go and stay somewhere in a stadium area.
you kind of sober down
and sober
at
down.
a place yeah
Is that true?
apparently now even
No.
that Tinder thing na you can't use dating apps in it and you can't just
What?
there's a whole list of fucking shit going on dude with Qatar that you have to and then even right now if you want to go to Qatar in the build up to this you have to book a hotel room whether or not you're staying at a hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one of my uncle's friend was telling me they came for the wedding. So they were saying ki, like, if you want to come to Qatar, even if you stay at our house, I still have to book you a hotel room.
You know
And
which
it'll
type
be
of...
at World
That's
Cup rate.
weird.
You guys know which type of delivery was developed for the first time in 1859 when
Huh.
cricket was just in the nascent stage in Qatar?
Which one?
The leg Qatar.
Oh. Oh.
Oh God. Okay, AMA.
Follow us on Instagram at What Cyrus Says for the best bits from the show, memes and much more. Okay, I'm just saying much more, but you know, nothing dirty, I promise. Okay, well, I can't promise, but just follow and see for yourself, huh?
Vineet is asking, will this impact BJP's votes in Gujarat negatively?
I exactly had this conversation in the gym in the morning.
Bolo.
And everybody's telling me, I've got a couple of lawyer friends, and they're, no, impossible, nothing got anything to do with it. But I'm thinking, it does, no?
It will. It will.
Because as just a normal person, when you have a tragedy,
Yeah.
then the government, that's a terrible correlation
Yeah.
in the immediate effect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though not necessarily their fault sometimes.
Yeah.
But in this case, they have to take some blame. How
They
do you
have
not?
to. Yeah, they have to.
It's
No,
their
I
machinery.
mean, that's another problem, right? Like, why is it the same fucking thing in our brain कि अगर bridge गिरा है तो PM का गलती है? You know what I'm trying to say?
PM का गलती नहीं,
है।
exactly.
उसका
Yeah.
गलती नहीं है।
Yeah.
पर जो लोकल लेवल पे बंदा है,
हाँ.
उसको तो पकड़ो,
हाँ.
उसको भी नहीं पकड़ने का।
Exactly.
It is simply the person who's actually signed the memo between them, who agree that this is the vendor who's executing it, and the execution of those people.
हाँ.
They have to just put that group together, and those are the people who are
No,
guilty.
also the freaking bureaucrats, man. Like
Yeah,
nobody really
nobody
goes
catches
after the
bureaucrats.
bureaucrats.
You want to catch the bureaucrats in Uttarakhand for Gujarat.
But you be careful.
Good.
Even this much they can make your life living hell. You know,
Of
that's the
course.
problem.
Of course, that's also a thing.
So good
But
job,
on the other hand, if
bureaucrats.
150
You have-
people die, common man, I mean, this is not one type. It's a
bureaucrat
mixed
doesn't
group
care.
of people have died.
That's how many...
What more do you want for
That's
someone to
many
be held?
UPSC aspirants kill
Then
themselves.
come on,
every
brother.
year.
What are you saying? What more can we do? 150 people is not a tragedy. Where in the world is 150? South Korea has gone. I mean,
No,
in the
this
morning,
is,
complete morning.
Population ratio.
This is apparently
Walak
the worst bridge disasters in the world in recent
There
history.
you go.
India में?
Yeah. World recent
world?
history में, like death toll wise,
Huh?
it is actually almost as much as 2611 also, by the way. Like the number of people that died during 2611, it's like
Well,
comparable.
173. This is 150. It's touched.
But
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
Pakistan was not clearly involved in this. You know what I'm trying to say?
We don't know.
Listen,
The defense hasn't spoken.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
why
I
the
agree.
prosecutor,
I
the plaintiff
agree.
is speaking.
but
Yeah.
I'm just saying death toll wise and bridge tragedies wise, this
Yeah.
is one of the worst in the world.
No, but I get your point. There's no point just screaming at the Prime Minister and the party. Okay, because that, although indirectly
Yeah.
they are responsible whether you
Yeah,
like it or
yeah,
not.
yeah.
But you have to get the specifics. Specifics are always the problem in India. Go for specifics. Who's specifically involved? Who signed the memo? Who's executed it?
But
Who's
in general-
overseeing the execution?
But then
General
very
Where the
हाथापाई में
supervisors are supposed to check on a daily basis.
Agreed.
ये क्या है? Cement है या क्या है?
Yeah.
Like that specificity also requires you to ask the correct questions, which
Needs you to be able to ask
The
questions.
emotional-
yeah, exactly.
The emotional response is just blame the general party.
हाँ.
and
general,
this and that.
yeah,
Yeah.
और
exactly.
वो लोग उसी में खेल जाते हैं ना क्योंकि जनरल पार्टी का गलती तो नहीं है
नहीं है।
genuinely.
Akash, I
नहीं
think
है।
you said enough for us to let the BJP keep us on the podcast.
चलो AMA.
We're safe.
AMA. Girish is asking, did IVM celebrate Halloween? When will Diwali be marketed and celebrated like Halloween and Christmas
by the way,
everywhere?
Never ever. Are you mad?
We had a
What are you-
Halloween party and Abbas and Silvery came as themselves.
Wow.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, they are characters from
Scary
the
as
Cyrus
hell,
verse.
bro. Yeah.
Wait, Halloween was when? Yesterday, no?
31st.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. I
31st.
clearly didn't celebrate
Yesterday,
it.
yeah.
So, I mean, I clearly didn't celebrate it.
I went to a Halloween party because my wife made me go.
And what did you dress up as?
I non-playing character.
What?
NPC. Video game में
Oh,
होता है ना
nice, nice. That's
मेरे पास
nice.
एक,
NPC.
I can't do Halloween because it's a nighttime ritual.
NPC. Right.
So I'm more like a breakfast club. So, if there's anything you guys want to do in breakfast time, any
Did you
celebration-
celebrate Halloween?
I can't. No, but only do in the morning. By then, all the scary people have gone back.
Oh,
No point
I
in
just
it.
want to answer this question though. When will Diwali be marketed and celebrated? Like never.
Never.
Because in India you can't market this thing.
Diwali, yeah.
भाई पागल है क्या?
हाँ.
कैडबरी को दामोदर के लिए पकड़ रहे हैं यार. तू समझ रहा है ये देश क्या लेवल पे ऑपरेट कर रहा है at this point?
And also दिवाली को मार्केट करने की जरूरत भी नहीं है.
हाँ,
I mean,
क्योंकि-
everybody.
I just want a rebuttal from Royston, Akash, to you. That's because the PM takes credit for even toilets being built. So when the flush doesn't work, you blame him.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying that that's such
Then
a
who do I
smooth-
blame?
But that's such a smooth technique, right? कि credit तो ले ही लेगा संडास का, but जब bridge गिरेगा और तुम बोलोगे कि उसका गलती है, he can clearly say कि मेरा गलती नहीं
नहीं
है.
है.
So instead, if you catch the local level guy, at least some justice can be done.
Okay.
No, and also like from his perspective, if you look at it that way, even if a person from his party is involved at the lower level,
Yeah.
him punishing that person
It's a good
actually sets a
thing.
great precedent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is then it's a very bad precedent for politicians, right?
No, no,
Because
no,
then
no,
they have
no,
to
no,
punish
no.
more people.
It's called taking one for the team.
Taking one for the team.
Now his Bhatija will be given a cabinet posting in somewhere deep in the north, and no one will know about it. But things can be done. I understand. The world is about balances. You can't just do anything you want.
Yeah.
Idhar se jayega, udhar se aayega, right? That's life.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Speaking of Aiga and Jaiga, before we go, we need to take some AMAs.
That's
That
what
was
we've
an
been
AMA
doing.
only.
These are all AMAs happening, Cyrus.
Sorry,
Where are you?
That's what happens when we co-host.
I was on Vartalab.
Today Meghnad and I are
I was on the other show. हम सब रंडी है बेटा. हम सब
Rohit
रंडी है.
Atre is asking, will Cyrus actually be there on the 13th November as it is 8:30 p.m.? There is a link in bio for the show that is happening on the 13th. It's called Cyrus and the Bakras.
Yeah.
Akash is going to be there.
No,
as
I'm
well.
not going to be there.
Oh, no,
Akash,
he's not going to be
Akash
there.
charges.
He's not going to be there. You are
I'm
going to
a
be
professional.
It's Sakash and the Bakras. It's his show.
there. You are going to be there though.
I will be there.
Yeah.
But I can't stay long. You guys go on till 10:30, 11. I'll fall asleep.
Yeah, so sleep no. Then we'll draw dicks on your face.
You're not coming. What are you talking about?
They'll draw dicks on your face.
Yeah.
It's some Goldberg auditorium in Thar
Jeff
West.
Goldberg.
Jeff Goldberg.
Jeff Goldberg, the wrestlers auditorium in.
If I'm not doing Chennai, then I will drop by. That is my plan.
Okay, fair enough. So if you're in Chennai, you won't come.
Yeah,
But if you're not in Chennai, even
If
you're
I'm in
even
if I'm in
Ahmedabad,
Bangladesh, I will be there.
That's
I will
clear.
be there.
Yeah. I wanted to be there. I won't be there because I'm going on a holiday.
Can I tell you? Don't take it badly. You're too short because the platform is here. Shreyas told me that they won't see you properly, bro. Don't take it badly.
Sure.
This is not my fault. I want the world
You
to
can
be
wear
equal.
heels, yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Really, the whole comedy will be visual.
Platforms.
Let me just make him walk on stage. That will be the only demand from the audience.
But yeah, Cyrus Brocha is going to be there on the 13th.
Yeah.
Guys, please come.
100%.
Ticket link in the bio. Sparsh is nodding away.
You have to pay money.
His
Are you nuts?
ऐसे saliva निकल रहा है ऐसे
Why am
टपक
I
रहा है
doing this?
उसके
Why are we
मुंह
doing
से
this? Why are we charging people money?
टिकट बेच रहा हूँ
कितने का
मैं
टिकट है बता दो.
कितने का है
अबे कैसा प्रोड्यूसर है यार तू?
It's Shreyas' show. His cousin. We just spoke about now how the Bhatija has given something far away. His cousin. This guy's involved. Shreyas is the producer.
199 onwards. I already don't want to do this show.
I feel ashamed to be part of this show that charges so much. 199. I mean, I just don't understand. I want to come to Chennai with you, boss. I'll shoot your room while you perform.
Grim Fandango, don't do dark things. He said tickets 17 rupees. In
Come.
reference to
Bring
the
the ticket price down.
darkness.
Who's making money? Shreyas is making money. What the hell?
No, why is Shreyas making
Grim-
money?
Grim
Sorry.
Fan-
I'm not being paid.
I
He's not
just-
being paid. IVM is not being paid. So who's being paid?
The venue, I guess. I don't know.
This was a long conversation, but before the show we were having. But Grim Fandango, तू क्या करता है life में? तेरा कुछ ऐसा नौकरी है, business है, कुछ है क्या?
Before he answers, Grim, our setup here is we feel कि अगर there are two options. एक है कि you are obviously a अमीर बाप का बेटा.
Student.
No, let's be honest. अमीर बाप का बेटा. And the second one is that you've had super success early in life.
I think
Like
you're
an
a
investment
working
banker.
professional. Okay, I just
He's not a student.
Like I
He
think
He
you're
might
a
be a
working
he might
professional.
be
But
a
tell us.
retired individual also.
He might be a
He
woman.
might be.
I think he's a
Nobody who's
68-year-old.
retired is calling themselves Fandango in India.
No,
It is
he's
a very
Queen fan.
dated reference.
You used in Queen, no?
Yeah.
From this thing.
It is a very dated reference, so I'm pretty sure it's not a young
I
person.
mean, he grew up in
Fair.
the 80s and 90s like us. He's our age.
हाँ, exactly. Like I mean, maybe
Us means he's
50 plus
younger,
भी
but-
हो सकता है. 50 plus भी हो सकता
50 plus? ये ticket का price है.
है.
Grim Fandango, answer the question. What the do you do?
Grimace
Totally
saying
Vela.
Totally Vela.
Ah.
Yeah, that's his response.
That's our call group, bro. So sponsors, remember,
That's what
you
every,
reach out to the Totally Vela.
That's
This
what
is the
every
place.
rich successful person says. I
Yeah.
just want to point that out.
Yeah.
Born in
Like Elon Musk.
1879. Now he's writing his biodata. Born in 1879.
अरे तू John Dorian Gray है क्या? Which CnB panelist of all tiers? What is all tiers?
All tears.
You
There
don't know
are
the tier
tiers.
system? Akash कहाँ पे
I
है?
don't.
एक मिनट.
नहीं.
One second, it's important. The hierarchy is there. He's on which tier? 1 or 2?
What are the
shameless.
tiers?
I'm tier 3. I'm the lowest
What
of the
is the
lot.
So 1 is the gods,
Yeah.
second is the medium guy, and third is the lowest rung.
Sure.
हाँ.
Okay.
Yeah,
So let's say
क्या
I
क्या
like to-
question क्या था वो?
Question
I think
is
he's won.
in CnB panelists all tiers, who do you think can pass the yo-yo test?
What is the yo-yo
You-
test?
अरे यार
fitness
मेघनाद
test,
यार तू
shuttle
कहाँ
run,
रह रहा है
shuttle
15
run.
साल से
मेघनाद,
यार?
What is yo-yo?
Sports
संसद
sports is I think I'll take over
संसद
here.
वॉच करने का है तेरे को इंडियन टीम के बारे में नहीं पढ़ी है.
One second. This is a bridge too far. Sorry about that. I don't mean that. Yeah. Basically, it's a yo-yo test like a shuttle run. In a certain time, you have to go up and down 30-40 yards.
And-
Oh, like that and
it's
that.
certain pace.
And
that.
the
Yeah.
amount of time you get
Yeah.
to finish the run reduces as the exercise goes
Yeah.
on. So you have
Okay.
to keep speeding
It's
up
a real-
instead of slowing
It's a
down.
test of
Got it.
cardio more than anything else.
Got
And
it.
speed. So they want you to try it. I myself wouldn't be able to do it. I'm too old.
Yeah.
But Akash and you have to try it.
No fucking way.
Abbas,
I
Akash, Silvery,
will have
and
a
you.
heart attack by the 4th run.
Oh,
Fourth run. I
Yeah.
was thinking first year.
No,
It was
4th.
Fourth पहुंचेगा. That's
First, I
fabulous.
played football. Every
I
now and then.
played. Now you're like
So-
Delhi boy.
so
I was
I
saying like
know-
a real Delhi boy. You're just a young
So
Spurs.
no,
I played cricket for
In
university.
fact, I have played football in Delhi only lately. But whenever I play there, I can make it for the first 15 minutes of
Okay.
like running and waiting, and then I sit down.
What about me? Now my sex life is such that after foreplay I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do cardio every day.
Oh.
So then maybe I will be better.
The segue was
Yeah.
from sex life, huh? So when you said cardio, what are you trying to say?
No, I do bicycling.
You're showing off?
I like.
As far as
bicycling every day.
He has
passing the
bicycle
test
sex. This guy is great, yaar.
to
कुछ
answer
भी
the
Cyrus. कुछ भी
तूने
मतलब.
बोला ना cardio करता है मैं. I just said sex life and then you went straight to cardio.
Okay.
All I'll say is I don't think any of us can pass it. I think if anyone can get close, I think Cyrus to an extent can.
No, I can't.
I don't think so.
If it were an endurance test of who
I can sprint
drops
though.
first, Abbas, me, you, Shreyas,
Hey,
Kajol, I
Hey,
don't think any of these are cardio.
Abbas won't make it on time for the test.
Yeah, that's true.
Silvery won't be there. It's a morning test.
No, I don't include myself in this group. I can do great cardio.
Yeah.
now.
Really?
Okay.
I do 12
Can
kilometers
you take a
every
video?
day
Can you
Of
take a
what?
video of
of cycling.
Where do you cycle?
Delhi mein.
Baba?
In that air.
Listen.
Yeah.
Akash, can I tell you, you're a South Bombay guy. He works for Parsi Dairy. Those guys on the cyclists early morning delivering the doodh and all that. He does all that and then he comes here.
So if you get tired by the 4th run, I'll get tired by let's say the 6th or 7th
yeah.
run. I'm
Fourth,
guessing.
What
Yeah.
ego? What ego? He's made himself PT Usha. This little guy. Unbelievable.
listen,
7th round, 8th round, पहुंच गया. You're like Shaolin, 36 chambers straight.
I work out. I can brag about it now. You do it all the time.
I don't do any cardio.
But
he
you
doesn't
work
believe in
out.
I work out fast, but yeah.
He doesn't believe in cardio.
I don't believe in cardio.
Oh, I know you don't believe in
Anti-cardio.
cardio, but therefore he will be useless
Yeah.
in this.
That's why the word is called
yo-yo
cardio
test.
queen. Not that we should use slurs like that.
Okay, we have to end this show.
Nib,
There's a
nib.
hard stop.
Nib,
Punit,
nib,
Punit
nib.
and Nivedita, yeah, they
Puneet
are
is
pretty
not,
fit.
Puneet's also, he's got better, but I don't know how fast he is for
No, but-
this yo-yo test, bro, has got nothing to do with aesthetics and lifting
Yeah,
and all that.
that's
So
true.
you, how do
Sparsh, do you do cardio? No, the
For
Sparsh,
him, dude, his cardio is कि मैं मेरे सर पे बाल balance करता है
Sparsh
मेरा
plays
पूरा
this
दिन.
guitar and that's all he does. And rightly
That's
so.
all he needs to do also, na, when you look
And
this
bhai,
good.
he's
Did you
20
see his soulful songs on his Instagram? I love
No, he
them.
doesn't say share it.
Share karna
Thank
iske saath.
God.
What is that?
Oh, okay.
Guys, please check out Sparsh's soulful songs. He like sings.
And going
on
by
his
IBM is
guitar.
$199 only.
Yeah, Sparsh का handle वो description में डाल देगा. Yes, Sparsh को भी follow करो.
Tarun Kaushik wants to know if I can do my glass on chest challenge. If you come on the 13th, they want me to do it. I will do it to prove that it's true.
What
Oh.
challenge?
Balancing the glass of water on your chest.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, so come watch
That's my
Cyrus. That's the show, guys. Cyrus balancing glasses on his chest.
Yeah.
Wait, not glasses or boss, a lot of pressure, yeah.
You did too also.
Like, cocktail party, I'm a waiter walking around. Beta, aaja. Ek aur pila do.
That's such a great gimmick.
It's ridiculous.
I'm going to hire him for my parties now. Like, like where he's just going around like this.
No, you can cover his head. The character's head is not important. Also, it's just a chest.
That'll be Chalo, let's end this show.
Yes, yes.
Bye
Hey,
bye,
wait,
guys.
Akash, are you touring?
Okay.
I'm touring. Yeah, I'm touring. I'm in Vidarbh this weekend. So that's
You're
Chandrapur.
king of Gujarat, bro.
Damn, Mary.
Actually, controversial area, actually.
Yeah,
technically.
but
I'll come from there.
But I'm saying it's on the border of both these states.
But I'm doing Chandrapur, Varda, Amravati, Nagpur this weekend. Amravati is on Monday. Then next weekend is another
Hey,
set.
Nagpur,
and
please ask them to not be mean to the animals, yeah. Please.
I don't think it's
I've got so
wrong
many
to
Nagpur
ask
friends.
feeders to be responsible
No,
adults.
Acha, usko plug
it's
to karne
draconian.
do.
You can't expect them to take the dog and go home and all
Cyrus
that.
knows
You're
that.
asking about hygiene, of course, civility and decency. I've been promoting. Don't judge by the show. Come
Yeah,
on.
fair. I will let them know.
So again, when it
Varda is
happening?
dry, by the way. I mean, it's okay. I'm wet,
Plug
daddy.
to complete kar. Distract mat ho. हाँ.
Tu
Go to
ADD
my
ho gaya
Instagram,
तेरे
go to my YouTube channel. I just dropped my
को.
entire
Baba,
special.
this weekend, where are you?
Arey, I did no. Wait, no. Now let me do no.
You're giving such 25 dates. Even Virat Kohli can't
No,
follow.
that's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, check out the YouTube channel. I just finished dropping the entire Life Right Now special. Last video came out yesterday.
Right,
and
right.
if anything else, go to the comments or the pinned comment there or the description there or my Instagram. You'll find all my tour dates.
Saturday, Sunday, where are you?
I just said no, Amravati, Chandrapur.
So Saturday, Sunday, you're in Amravati and Chandrapur. These two
and
dates.
Varda and
You're
Nagpur.
doing 2 dates in one day.
No, I'm doing 4 dates in 4 days.
Where are you performing in Nagpur? What venue?
Bufaj Comedy Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the new thing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much
Probably
for
owned
watching.
by Shreyas's family, huh?
Yeah.
Probably owned by them.
No, but they own a
Go to
restaurant.
Shreyas's restaurant.
Dude, are you kidding me? That's where I go and get thecha every fucking time.
Amazing.
It's my
Hey,
favorite
मेरे
thing.
लिए भी लेके आ थोड़ा.
I know a lot of people from. I have close friends from Nagpur. Do you know Dhote family? Do you know anyone?
Dhote, no.
Bhuti.
No.
Fadnavis?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, neighbor.
वो पहचानते हैं, सब
Okay,
पहचानते हैं.
so bye guys. Thank you for watching.
Okay, bye. Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps, please. We beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter on Cyrus Says In, or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.